Now, today's conversation is the title of today's conversation is Who Are You? Who are you? Who do you say you are? The word who are you is derived from a mindset of the cosmos, a mindset of the universe. It's derived from a mindset whereby one actually wants to see a better version of his or herself projected. Now, who are you? Who are you becomes who you truly are when you realize why you are on this earth, on this planet Earth. Who are you realize the moment who are you realization becomes or comes to an existence when you understand why awakening is necessary in our today's world. Who are you becomes relevant when you understand your calling, your gifts, your purpose on this planet Earth. Now you see, so many of you are nobody. So many of you are nobody because you've not really projected and discovered yourself. You've not really asked yourself, who am I truly? Do I just sleep, wake up, start to find money, food day I chop? Is that just my life? So many of you have not sat back to ask these questions. You see, before I got to this stage, I always use myself as an example. Before I got to this current stage of my life, right here, indoors, I have sat myself quiet, asking questions, looking for solutions, looking for results, asking what is actually going on. Because, come on, I need to grow. I didn't like my current stage of life. I didn't like the current phase of life I am. I started asking myself questions. Asking questions. A little while, gradually, clarity started coming. There comes a time also where I now started to rush life. I was being drawn back by the ancestors. They held me back. And they began coaching me, grooming me up. All those stages were at that time when things were let me say, flowing well for me. Like that. You know that in every human's life there is always a time to come out. If today things might be going, if you are meant to be somebody in this universe, in this space, once the time is ripe, everything that you have been enjoying will start fading away, will start falling apart, gradually. All this money you have been seeing will start dropping. It's not dropping because you have one village people following you, no. It's not dropping because one person have sweat for you, no. Because it is time for you to answer the question, who are you and why are you here? So many of you have not gotten that time to sit and ask yourself what is actually going on. Do you like that hand-to-mouth life that you are living? Do you like that current situation you are? I don't like I never liked the life I was living years back. No matter how far I have enjoyed it, no matter how far I have lived luxury, no matter how far I have soft, no, I never enjoyed it because I was not actually getting the real me. I was living people's life. You get? So now, the question is, who are you? See, the moment you ask yourself this question, is that day your calling starts. Is that day your awareness starts. Is that day you come to realization of why you are existing, why you existed. It is that day your awakening starts. So today when we talk about awakening, so many people will be looking at it like one kind of spiritual person that some people don't know. Bro, my sister, the best that can happen to you is awakening. There's not anything that makes it looks like no, don't make that mistake, because I'm seeing I am seeing the experience. Don't make that mistake. The moment you start seeing people that are speaking up like this on the media, and you start seeing them like, oh, this one is not my bro, you are even far. You are how will I call it? You are far from awareness. You are far from reality. Let me just tell you the fact. You are far from seeking. As a matter of fact, you are far from your ancestral home. You understand? Your face is covered with what? There's what they call webs. Your face is covered with webs. You are not really seeing the real you. This is why somebody will go out and be talking about, somebody will go out and he will come back home. He will be saying he or she experienced, what do they call it? Someone trying to use him for this, that. That's why you hear about an accident or so many. I don't want to call some kind of things. You get. The moment you ask yourself this question, who are you? Who am I? That is where awareness starts. That is where awakening starts. And it's not just there. Another question you ask yourself, can I carry the tax? It's not gonna be easy. People will misunderstand you. People will look you like a fool. People will call you names. Everybody will leave you first. That's the most important. That's where your growth starts. So many of you don't want to leave friends. So many of you don't want to leave people. So many of you are not ready to be alone. Bro, I find my peace being alone. I find my solitude being on my own. That is where I come to knowledge. That's where I come to understanding. That's where I come to understand reality. That's where I come to realize why so things. I know how to reflect back to 2001. I know how to reflect back to 2006. That's when I sit on my own. That's when I start asking myself questions. Who am I? So take this challenge today, family. Ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. Know who actually you are. So many of you came out from a blessed homes that you don't know how to figure things out. You get. And the moment you take this step, you're changing a whole cycle in your family. So many of you are vibrant light carriers, but why? You are scared to leave friends. And you know one thing, if you fail to fulfill your calling currently, I don't want to disclose that here. You will pay for that section to hear that. So it's just an advice. Ask yourself a question today. Who am I? I'm very proud of my current situation. I'm very proud of my current stage of life, because so many people are looking for my current stage of life. So I have to appreciate it, to step up. Every day I sit to ask myself questions. I get clarity. I understand life. I get the balance. You get. We all started from somewhere. The goal is to impact lives, not for the benefits in it. As I am now, I have made up my mind that in whatever I am doing, I make sure I impact lives. No matter what it is, I make sure I impact. I make history. I rewrite history. I love making history. Example of my lifestyle is this. I don't like doing what people are doing. That is who I am. Know who you are today. Don't play with this opportunity. It's a big flex on the space. Take it serious. Peace and love,